I'm Julia.
I'm Paula.
I'm Rafael.
And we're gonna continue watching Game of Thrones. She's never seen it. We both have seen it. I'm seeing it for like the 4th or 5th time. He's seen it for the 2nd.
Without the reactions.
Yeah, not counting the reactions, which I'm addicted to the reaction channels.
If you count the reactions, it's like the 12 times she's seen.
Yeah, like the
Or
30th.
100.
Yeah. Sorry. So we're gonna watch episode 3 now. We are not gonna do a recap because we're continuing. She just saw the last episode, so let's do it.
That's the tree.
Yeah.
Ah, the tree of the face, you said.
Yeah, but that one specifically doesn't have the face.
Oh.
But it's.
It should.
It should.
It should have.
All of them do.
Stairs.
No, that's an elevator.
Elevator?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
How else are you gonna cross a giant?
Yeah, I thought so too. How do they have an elevator? They do.
Technological. They arrived.
Where did they arrive?
The
Capital,
yeah.
New York.
What's the name?
Castle something? I can't remember the name.
King's Landing.
King's Landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the land of the king.
Yeah.
It's
not specifically family. It's like whenever there's a king, it's there.
If you'd like to change it to something more appropriate.
His face is like, fuck you.
Yes. I don't think he wants to change it to something more appropriate.
What does that even mean, more appropriate? Okay.
Oh,
the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
The Iron Throne. The one that I stole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be a very bad
strange. Coming into this room.
He's jerk Lannister.
What's happening? I'm here and down like this.
But he's kind of bitter too.
Did you pay attention?
You just stood there.
More?
500 men just stood there and watched.
His father and
The
brother.
great knights of the Seven Kings, you think anyone so
Who killed him?
Oh, it was the other king.
500 men, and this room is silent as a crypt. Tell me, if I stack the Mad King in the bed instead of the man, would you mind me more? You served him well, and so he was safe.
This one
We
is
all
the base.
pray that this stuff is full recovery.
Doesn't have rings.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Their clothes are similar.
I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well. All too well. I still carry a token of his esteem. From navel to collarbone. Perhaps you chose the wrong man to deal with. But it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully. A woman worth fighting for. I'm sure you agree. Meister.
Ah, this one's good.
I'm the new you.
It's for the hand of the king.
Ah, it's kind of brooch.
Its tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford. As you will, but still, we best make our plan. There will be no plans until I speak to Robert.
But they are more or less given the battle as lost. It should. I hope that leaves a very, very bad scare.
Bad scar.
Your warrior killed the beast. You only spared the garden because of the love your father bears her father. When Aerys Targaryen sat on the Iron Throne, your father was a rebel and a traitor. Someday, you'll sit on the throne and the truth will be what you make it. And if you'd rather fight painted halls, you'll fight painted halls. And if you'd rather lie with noble virgins, so be it. You are my darling boy, and the world will be exactly as you want it to be.
With a mother like that? Who would be?
Junior.
Yes.
I don't know. So you agree? The stars are
Just because of the
Everyone looks at us. Isn't it?
Ham does whatever Prince tells him to do. You're an idiot. You're a liar. If he told the truth, Michael would be alive. Enough.
Same door making makes all Princess Marcella's toys.
She doesn't seem to like it.
I haven't played with dolls since I was 8. May I be excused?
You better leave the thing.
It's alright. One.
love that phrase.
You're going to show him sword. Silly.
I know this Maker's mom. This is Micken's work.
Ah,
Where did you get this?
girl. Why did you do that?
Walking to school with me, your sister. You know the first thing about sword fighting?
Stick with the book.
That's the essence of it.
I'm trying to. I asked Michael to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
Oh, sweet girl, no. You didn't kill the butcher's boy. Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday. She cannot betray him. She must take his side, even when he's wrong.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
Yeah, I asked the same question.
I can keep it.
Try not to stab your sister with it.
I know a story about the crew. I hate those stories. I know a story about the
Poor
boy
little old lady.
Oh, my sweet summer child. So is this the sort of story that you like?
Oh.
And he wet his pants.
It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my leg.
You should know you don't feel them.
I'd rather be dead.
Don't ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
Oh, the queen from the other castle was arriving.
Catherine. She was trying to get without anyone knowing.
But there's no way.
You know whose time this is.
I must admit I do not.
Nah, that's a lie.
I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister.
Oh,
In him.
she's going to think it was him. I don't think it was him.
Ooh.
Maybe it was. They are training?
Yeah.
Very
We're
violent.
supposed to.
Shoot! Guys!
No,
at
he-
home.
Good news. Perhaps you'd like to share it with your wife. My wife is in winter. Yes, sure.
But the other guy knew.
You look funny, man. Huh? A very funny man.
Ah!
He thought he was like, oh, your wife is in the brothel, like, as if,
It was some kind of joke.
yeah, as if he was saying that his wife was a whore.
What's in the way?
Hot me.
I'm looking at you. Yes. You've got an interesting
Like
Mm.
smoking.
They hate me because I'm better than them. It's a lucky thing none of them were trained by master at arms like you're so lovely. I don't imagine any of them have ever held a real sword before they came here. Oh,
He helped, but not helped at the same time.
it's woken up.
You're a true friend.
Don't tell anyone.
I think he wants to be more than a friend, but it's okay.
How could you be so stupid? Calm down.
He's a child, 10 years old. What were you thinking?
I was thinking of us. A bit late to start complaining right now. What has the boy told you?
He said nothing. He remembers nothing.
Then what are you raving about?
It comes back to him. He tells his father what he saw.
We'll say he was lying. We'll say he was dreaming. We'll say whatever we like. I think we can have flexibility.
That's.
I'll go to war with him with her. I'll be calm. If he does, I'll kill him. And start the kingdom. I've got to.
And your children.
What your
Her children. She doesn't care about them.
My temper was a dangerous thing.
My temper. God's been good. You nearly killed for a little finger yesterday.
Little finger is the
skinny
guy.
one. That knows cat, that likes
He
cat.
still loves you.
They're not going to see each other again.
You always think that.
no one will ever see anyone again.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of shit do you think this is?
It's because
It's been a
it's
long
this situation.
time.
Oh, it's one of the
Was it
king's
lotion?
men to
I knocked him down with a hammer. God, so strong then. Caved in his breastplate. Probably shattered every rib he had. Stood over him, hammer in the air. Right before I brought it down, he shouted, "Wait! Wait!" They never tell you how they all shit themselves. They don't put that part of the songs. Stupid boy. Now the Tarleys bend the knee like everyone else. He could have lingered on the edge of the battle with the smart boys, and today his wife had been making him miserable. His sons would be immigrants, and he'd be waking 3 times in the night to piss into a bowl of wine. God, what a stupid day. Lannister.
it's the little
Who
boy.
named you some harm
He's
with a
the-
splitter?
The prince.
What do
No.
you do?
He's just a cousin, and another Lannister.
It's
He's Cersei's and Jaime's cousin.
Like a child, but he's not a child.
every time I close my eyes, I see them. What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back? Never asked. He called you a traitor. He pleaded for a reprieve.
You said the same thing you've been saying about burn them all.
Horse people.
Dothraki.
I can't pronounce these strange names.
Horse people is good enough for 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Tell them all to stop.
Want me to talk or to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
Or why don't you talk like a queen?
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
You do not command the dragon. I rule 7 kingdoms. I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Yay!
From the return from Khalisar, Khaleesi.
Khaleesi means queen.
Why did she stop the line?
No one will ever know.
Now in the books it kind of explains because she wanted to like see the scenery and stuff, but I don't remember.
You walk.
Where's his horse? There.
Yeah, right there.
Horse is a very important thing for them, right? So if you're not getting a horse, it's like
You
You're below
are
me.
worthless. The elevator thing.
mm-hmm.
And there's someone pulling it.
I'll be so fucking afraid. I can't do this.
What's he doing the top of the wall thing?
It's his job to
Watch it from
yeah.
top.
They have to take
Patrol.
rounds.
Yeah, patrol.
Cold.
Yeah, it's made of ice.
Awesome.
And it's high, and when it's high, it's like even more cold.
On the first range, the chopper's out there. Have been disturbing reports. What kind of reports? I don't want to believe.
The undead.
Here. The madness from the earth. What do you guys?
That's awesome. And he wants to go to his death. they find those that things?
The problem
doesn't know
is
about
not
them.
in that.
Yeah.
The problem is the wildness.
Belgian, may I call you Belgian? Everybody all right? I'm not sure what I've done to offend you. I have great admiration for the Night's Watch. A great admiration for you as first ranger.
You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before the word goes really counts.
I don't believe that giants and moons and white walkers are lurking beyond the wall. I believe that the only difference between us and the wild ones is when that war window, our ancestors happened to live on the right side of it. I'm starting to like this.
But no.
Yeah, no.
What are you doing? When was last time you did Khaleesi? You will change Khaleesi.
Sugar?
The Khaleesi have baby inside her. It is true. She does not bleed for 2 moons. The belly starts to swell.
I'll catch you. It's easy to find.
He's going to do something about her being pregnant.
Your sister sits outside the cave. Tell her you need help.
He doesn't believe in you.
God's help us all if we're not forbidden.
But even if he doesn't believe White Walkers, he knows that they need.
We need him for.
Yeah. They deserve more.
They invented that language for the show, right?
Yeah. They created the language.
Oh, it's very resourceful. Sorry?
He's doing it.
Ah! No! I don't believe it. Oh, he did what he wanted to do. So.
If you're going to be a cricket, it's better to be original. You are late, boy. Your dancing master, cereal forever.
Oops.
Just one hand is all that is needed. You are skinny at his core. The target is small. The steel must be part of your arm. Can you drop part of your arm? No. 9 years, cereal forever was first sold to the Sea Robin Brown. He knows these things. He must listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
Boy, well, you are a sword. That is all. You're not holding a battle axe. You are holding
A needle.
Just so. This is the brown stance. The water dance. It is swift and subtle. All men are made of water. Do you know this? If you pierce them, the water leaks out and they die. Now you try to strike me.
Not through hands.
Yeah. It's like the first thing she does.
Then dead.
Very good.
Yeah. The face.
Yes. Now he sees her value as a warrior.
First things first.
Coffee.
No.
The bag.
Winters.
Coming.
Seasons. In this world last like
Months.
years.
No, years, not months.
Years.
Years. So, like
Like
he was saying. that
3
he-
years,
Yeah.
9 years, 10 years for a season.
So what they're
And when they say winter is coming,
Oh.
because they are in a season that is ending and it is happening for, I don't know, like 5 years at least. And when it changes to the next season, it will take a lot of years
To go.
So let's start the discussion. So the first scene, we see Ned arriving in King's Landing,
Yes.
which is the capital,
Mhm.
and you can already see that it's very different. It's hot and
Yeah, it's warm and sunny.
there's like different architecture and all. It's a
It's a
different
whole
environment.
new region as well.
And then the first thing when Ned arrives, after the guy says, "Oh, change your clothes," he goes and he sees the Iron Throne, which you already seen it before, and he finds Jamie, and Jamie is talking about Ned's father and brother
But were executed
there. So the story is basically that. Remember, like, when I told you that the war began because a Targaryen had kidnapped Ned's sister. So when that happened, Ned's older brother went to the capital
to get her back.
to like demand for them to give her back.
Because it was the prince.
The prince.
So he went to his father, the king, to demand, do something. He kidnapped my fucking sister.
My sister, yeah. But when he arrived there, the king was mad, and he locked him up.
Oh.
And he sent a raven to his father, Ned's father, and said, "Come here to get your boy back."
Oh.
And he went after, and when he arrived there, he also locked the father up.
The father.
And then he decided that, I don't know how it exactly went, but I think the father made trial by combat, and the Mad King decided that because in a trial by combat, it's normally 1-on-1 to the death, but you can ask someone to be your champion
to fight for you.
Exactly. And the Mad King decided that his champion could be Wildfire, which is like a fire explosive thing.
You gave her a huge spoiler.
No, I didn't. And so he was crazy.
Exploded.
No, it didn't explode, but he burned the father in his own armor, so it was like really hot. He melted inside the armor, while he also put like a torture device on the son, Ned's brother. So the device was like he was trapped to a wall with a chain, and they put a sword just a little bit farther ahead than he could get. So the more he tried to get the sword to free himself,
the more
he choked.
So
he choked while he was trying to save his father's life.
That's awful.
Awful. Very awful.
Yeah.
And so basically that's what happened. And Jamie was because he was a Kingsguard, he was there.
But he was one of the witnesses.
Yeah, but there was like 500 people, and nobody did anything.
They were silent.
Yeah, because they couldn't like say no to the king. So that's Jamie's. Ned is blaming him, but Jamie's saying it wasn't just me. What could I do?
Everyone was like that.
As usual, he's saying the jerkest way possible.
Yeah. And then we meet some new characters. So Ned's going to a meeting, and the first person you see is Varys, which is the bald one you thought was the Maester. He is the Master of Whispers. He knows the secrets. He's called the Spider because he gets information like webs.
Kind of spy.
Yeah. He's like he knows
His
everything.
job is to know stuff.
Yeah. And then they have Littlefinger, which his name is Peter Baelish, which is
the guy with the
from the whorehouse.
Whorehouse, okay.
The whorehouse, and he grew up with Catelyn, and Catelyn has a sister and brother, but he grew up with her family. That's why he knows her, and he fell in love with her.
But she had to marry.
But she was supposed to marry Ned's older brother, Brandon, the one that was strangled. So when he died, she married Ned. So that's why he was saying that he tried to duel Ned's brother. Because at the time he was the one that was supposed to be with Catelyn. Sorry. And so he's always loved her and didn't get her. So
yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. And then there's another one. I don't really see that much, but Renly, he's like the youngish one with a black hair.
Well, I'm not good with faces.
No, I know, but
he was the only one who wasn't old.
on that meeting. Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
But when
Ned-
I'll show
Ned-
you again.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Ned say hi to Varys, and then he turn around the table, and he just shake a man's hand and keep going to his chair.
Sorry,
That
this
was-
is so specific.
He didn't make anything
Anyway,
important.
when he appears again, you remember. I'll show you, and you remember he's
One of the
No.
people from the
the
Small
small
council.
council, but he's also Robert, the king. Robert's younger brother. That's why he's in the table. And for last, you see Maester Pycelle, which is the Maester for
the
King's
Yeah.
very, very old.
Yeah, and
with
he's
lots
a
of
grand.
chains.
He's a grand Maester because he's like almost
He
the
has a
Pope.
lot of
No, not the
chains.
Pope, because he's not religious.
Yeah.
That was a bad comparison.
He's
But
in
he's
the
like
top
the-
of his
he is.
of the Maester.
He is. He's the Grand Maester.
He's one of
No,
them.
he is
of-
the Grand Maester.
There's a lot of Grand
No,
Maesters.
there isn't. He is the Grand Maester.
He's like the one that got all the knowledge as possible.
No,
The
it's
oldest.
not really, but it's the one that they determine when they determine who's the
To
Grand
be
Maester to be the one in the king.
Leader.
Yeah.
Or the king.
For instance, when we discussed about the Maesters before, telling that every city stronghold must have a Maester, he was chosen to be the capital's Maester,
Because he was the Grand
and
Maester.
that is for a very long time. Because nevertheless, who is the king? There must be a Maester, and the Maester that works for the king must be the better Maester they have possible.
The great Maester.
Yeah.
So, and then we see a very quick, weird scene with Cersei and Jaime, and he's like, the kid won't remember anything, like you said, who will believe him, but if I need to, we'll tell
I'm going to
everyone.
kill everyone.
Yeah.
And then I thought, and her children, they're going to die as well?
Yeah. And then we see Ned going to talk to Arya because Arya is very upset because of the whole situation.
With her sister and the prince,
And he sees that she has
the reason.
no the
the
needle.
needle,
And I was like, you're like, why didn't you hide it? But Ned's a good father, so he was like, okay.
Okay, I'm going to believe in you and
He
train
knows
you.
his daughter.
He knows what he loves.
Who knows and loves.
Go.
So then we see Bran, and we find out that he doesn't remember anything apparently, and also that he can't walk. But you knew that.
Yeah, I already knew that.
And he has that old woman, which
Telling him stories.
very spooky
Scary.
stories about the White Walkers and how summer he's been alive all the summer. He's never seen winter, and now like we were talking, the next winter is supposed to be like a very,
Yes.
very, very long winter. It is said when the White Walkers did exist, like thousands of years ago,
The winter, it was forever.
it was 1,000-year winter.
Oh.
1,000.
1,000. No, 1,000. Yeah.
But the long night will last.
Yeah, 1,000 years.
No, the night didn't last the whole winter.
The long night was the winter for the White Walkers. So yeah, and then we see Catelyn arrive in King's Landing, and she arrives in
The little
Littlefinger.
finger knew about that?
Little finger.
Yeah, he already knew, but he knew because Varys told him. Varys already knew because he knows all that.
Everything.
Varys already knew about her hands and that, like, the dagger that somebody had attacked Bran without her saying. So he was like, he knows everything.
Everything, but the owner of the dagger.
Yeah, everything except the owner of the dagger. And you thought that you think he's lying.
Yes, I think he's lying.
And so
Why do you think he's lying?
Well, it has to be with the owner of the dagger because supposedly is the Tyrion guy, and he is a Lannister, and then they are very, very how can I say that?
rivals? I don't know.
Not rivals. They're important,
Oh, okay.
and as important families, I think he was kind of afraid to tell something about the dagger.
Oh, okay. He
The
was
other guy wasn't.
protecting himself.
Yes. The other guy wasn't like that because he loved
Yeah.
Kathleen, and he was more fearless, I think.
Okay. And so Littlefinger says that he lost the dagger to Tyrion. So do you believe him?
In parts, doesn't seem like Tyrion. How can I say? Is the guy to do something like that? But in the other hand, he's so smart, and he was so like talking about the family needs to protect themselves. That I think that he might have thought in this plan to assassinate the boy to protect their siblings.
Family.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's also a relationship, like a scene with Joffrey and Cersei, which she's tending to.
Yeah, I hope that leaves a bad scare.
A really bad one. And you see that Joffrey was even like, oh, I was wrong, kind of. He was,
and she was like petting him, more or less.
and just saying like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Like, oh,
Yes, very spoiled brat.
do you think it's Joffrey's fault that he's like that?
It's part of it's his fault because he can see what's wrong,
Yeah, what's wrong with
but
that?
he doesn't do anything. But the most part maybe is his mother that's dealing with him like that and nurturing children wrong way. We're all almost there.
And so there's so Catelyn leaves King's Landing. So she found a way to talk to Ned. Ned sees Littlefinger in the brothel and thinks he's like, anyway.
Joking.
Yeah. And so also we go to the wall. I'm not gonna say loads because even though they showed Jon Snow loads of times, it was all for just one purpose. It was just to show him like, oh, he thought he was so much better,
But inside he wasn't better because people in the wall were supposed to feel the same as
yeah.
everybody, but he was like, I am the better and better than you all. And when he talked to Tyrion, he like woke up for his behavior and decided to start helping the other guys to get better.
Exactly. Tyrion made him see that he was being like, I don't know, no
Jerk.
Yeah, a jerk as well. And John jerk, just Jace. And also, there's some characters that we see in the wall new, and I'm just gonna say there's a Maester, a very old one. He's blind as well, Maester Aemon.
Where
The wall with John.
When Tyrion.
I think I remember this Maester.
He was very quick, but he was the oldest one. That he's blind, so you will notice him. He's blind. Anyway, and there was the guy training the other ones. The very tough guy, just like saying bad things.
Saying, yeah, you now next.
His name is Alistair Thorne, but he's not the command. He's not the commander. He's not the leader. The leader is the other one Tyrion was talking to. The one that was asking. Yeah, and his name is Jeor Mormont.
What does this?
You'll find out eventually. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
I hope you'll figure it out.
Okay.
It took me like the second time watching it for me to figure it out.
I don't get. I don't kind of
I
remember the name of the people, so
Yeah,
it's kind of hard for me to get stuff.
It's okay. I'm just saying that for maybe you remember, you pay more attention. Okay, and a very interesting scene, in my opinion, as well, is the king. He's talking King Robert. He's talking about his first kill, about this boy that he smashed with his hammer, and how he misses the. You can
the
see.
feeling of the battle.
Yeah, he was made for war. He wasn't made for being a king. He was made for.
To battle.
So that's why he's like in the end of his life.
He's so bigger. And his wife was like also part of his bitterness. He's been shitting.
He's cheating. He doesn't know that. But anyway, and then he's talking with this old King's Guard as well, the other King's Guard. His name is Barristan Selmy, and he was a King's. So King's Guard are kind of like maesters as well. They served the other king as well. So, but like, if the new king accepts it, because the new king can like decide whatever King's Guard he wants.
You go away.
So Barristan Selmy, the old one, was he was a King's Guard for the Mad King, but because he was from the same part of the places as King Robert, and he was so valiant and brave and like a good soldier, Robert still let him
stay in his position.
And normally when you're and he's the leader of the King's Guard. So normally when you're the leader of the King's Guard, you get to be on the small council, which is the table where Ned was discussing with the other guys. But because he was with the Mad King, Robert, even though he let him stay,
he didn't want him to be in the
councils. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, he was so sleepy.
He's very sleepy. And so then they call Jamie in to talk about people he killed, and then he talks about
the king, the other king.
Yeah, Robert asked him, what did the Mad King say when he died?
And he was saying to burn people, burn them.
Burn them all.
Maybe he was mad before, but maybe this was like something that that story you told with the Ned's brother and father and people burning. Was that the first time, or
he was starting
regularly?
It was one of the first, but he was already starting to like, because Targaryen. No, that'd be kind of spoilerish. I'll say it like later.
Okay.
But yeah, he was beginning, so it wasn't the only time he used fire.
Because that's I would say that's something in that situation traumatized the old king so much that he was with that craziness on him.
But what do you think traumatized him?
I'm not sure what, but something that happened while he was burning the guy.
Oh, okay.
That's why he was like, his craziness, he was like burning walls.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So Daenerys, this is like the first time you see her kind of like being her own person, because she's like, oh no, stop, because I want to look around. I don't know. She was like, oh, I'm Khaleesi. And so her brother comes and he didn't like him.
Because he was among the people she ordered to stop. So yeah, I thought he would be mad at her, since she used to be his possession or something.
But you see that she's kind of getting power for herself as well, because it's the guys were like they made him walk, and they strapped him, and they were asking her.
Yeah, they were also almost killed her brother.
And he's supposed to be the king, so you can see that the loyalties are starting to change. So like people.
And his companion. Followed the queen, not him, but was supposed to be the king.
So stuff is happening. And John goes to talk to his uncle Benjen, who is leaving to go north of the wall. And we see a little bit of them talking to Tyrion, because Tyrion doesn't believe in White Walkers. Do you think one day he will?
Yeah, when he sees one for himself.
Because most people still don't believe in White Walkers. It's like a myth.
Whoa, yeah. What was like hundreds of years since someone last saw them.
And then Tyrion also completes his challenge level
Yeah.
completed. Game over.
Missed from the edge of the wall.
Yeah. So, just last few things. Daenerys is now pregnant as well, and is there?
It seems to be like a blessing for their people.
Their
Yes, her husband, the king,
the Khal.
that called.
Because Khaleesi is queen, Khal is king. So his name is Khal Drogo, but his actual name is Drogo. Khal would be
The king.
King Drogo. Sorry, go on. I'm just.
And he was he seemed happy, although he's more emotionless and stuff. Yes, he's so serious.
Yeah.
Yes, and like brute and stuff. But he seems happy, and he seems happiest to know that she thinks it's going to be a boy.
We'll see if it's a boy. And the last scene we see that Ned got Arya a dancing teacher, a dancing master.
Dancing with swords, with dangerous swords.
Did you like him?
Yes.
I
He
saw
was
you clapping.
So good. Yes, and he knew that as a girl, she needed to have a more fancy style to be able to overcome the stronger people.
The brutal.
Yes. He was teaching her the ways of moving like water. That was very cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like it whenever he says like, did you know that people are full of water? If you poke them, the water leaks out and they die. Because it's so true. We are like 70% water, so we're like a balloon water. Like it's so true. Anyway, so and his name is Cyril Farrell. So I think that's all for this.
He seems like a Spanish guy.
Yeah, a foreigner, because he's from Bravos, which is on the other side of the continent, the other continent, the one that Daenerys is, but another part of it, like anyway. And so I think that's it. But do you have any predictions for the next what's to come?
Maybe I think the girl, the Arya girl, she's going to make her teacher surprised about something, because she's going to be very, very good at using swords and such. I think that the prince, the Joffrey prince, is going to be a jerk again.
So soon.
Yes, because jerks are like that. And his uncle also is going to continue being a jerk.
And his mother.
And his
family
mother.
Jerk.
Yes, family jerk. Including Tyrion jerk too.
Tyrion jerk.
Yes.
Why? For you.
Yeah, it's more because there's this maybe he plotted the assassination of the boy.
Because he is smart enough. He really is.
Yes, he would be. And the dagger is his. But the dagger is kind of a big flaw in his plan. Because if anyone got the assassin, like, happened, it was very easy
to
to connect that such a fancy dagger to him.
Yeah, maybe. And okay, so this is I was waiting for episode 3 because you would have seen more to ask. Do you have what would you say your top 3 favorite characters would be?
Let's see.
You can say like you don't have to say names if you don't remember the name. You can say like the jerk guy. No, probably not.
No, but I like
Tyrion,
Tyrion.
the dwarf.
I like him because I think inside he's a good person because he gives those hints about what he thinks right.
And the morals.
Yes. Let's see.
Do you want me to remember you of like the
Arya?
places?
No, Arya.
Arya.
Arya too. And let's see.
I noticed that you liked Arya. You talk a lot about Arya.
And the other one who should be. I like Daenerys too.
Oh,
Because she's like being strong.
yeah, she's
She's passing through such a horrible thing for
a 13-year-old in the book.
For a girl,
No,
a young girl.
Yeah, even if she wasn't like, even if she really is like,
And she's
16,
growing like mentally strong because she's learning that she can be powerful too, even though in the past she was
so weak.
And was owned by her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think she needs to kind of be more apart from her brother and see that he's wrong,
Okay.
that he's twisted or something
Yeah.
like that. Yes.
So the same question, but now the free bottom, like the ones you hate and you don't like at all.
The Prince Joffrey, actually, yeah. I think it's the family. It's Joffrey, his uncle, and his mother, and then that makes the top, the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom, the top hated, like
Yes, top hated.
Could you put them in order, maybe right for now?
Maybe first one.
Let's go for the favorites.
The favorites.
First.
Tyrion.
First.
Yeah,
Okay,
first one.
second.
Second area. Third.
Daenerys. And the
The
bottom,
bottom one.
like the most hated is the first.
Maybe it's the queen.
The queen.
Because the queen's a source of all the the rudeness.
Yeah, because he's a kid. Even though
He's being a jerk.
He's still a kid.
Still a kid, and he's more or less following his mother's teachings.
Yeah, guy. Very bad guy.
Yes. And so the Queen, Joffrey, and then his uncle.
Okay, Jamie.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for today. Well, for this episode.
For this episode, yes.
Maybe we'll do one more. We'll see. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.
If you like it, below, and subscribe if you want. So
yes, thank you.
Thank you for watching.